Hello, and welcome to the Untitled podcast. Before we get going with this episode, I'd like to thank the show's sponsor, Anchor. So, Anchor is a hosting service for people making podcasts, and that's where we host this podcast on Anchor. And honestly, Anchor is probably the best place to make a podcast because there's a couple reasons. It's free. There are a lot of other places where you can put your podcast, like Podbean or Buzzsprout, Spreaker. You could also put on SoundCloud. But most of those places really suck because you can't really edit your podcast in those places. You have to pay for most of them. Like with SoundCloud, you have to pay for the amount of audio you upload. I think they give you 2 hours worth of audio storage for free, and then after that, you have to start paying for it. Spreaker and Podbean, you also do have to pay for those. Honestly, Anchor is seriously the best. It's free. They distribute your podcast for you to places like Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. That's a big one. That's where I listen to my podcast. Honestly, Anchor is the best. Go to Anchor. So one big key thing about Anchor that I love that makes this way better than any of the other podcast hosting services like Buzzsprout or Podbean or Spreaker is that you can record directly into Anchor on the computer or the app. You could also edit. You can have sounds because they've got a whole sound library. They've got music, sounds, sound effects. They've got like moods. They've got ambient sounds. So you can use all those sounds in your podcast directly in Anchor, and I think that is pretty fucking cool. You can also start making money with Anchor instantly. You sign up, you start your podcast, your first episode, you can start making money with a sponsor just like this with Anchor, and that's great. You don't need to have any certain amount of viewers. Like with YouTube, you need to at least have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time before you could make a single penny. Anchor's not like that. You just sign up, you start monetizing instantly. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Ooh, I think we're going. We're recording now. Welcome back, Evan.
So good to see you.
Oh, it is so good.
So good to see you. Yep.
Dude, you don't know how good it is to look at
the
you.
Highlight. It's the best thing I've done today.
Oh my goodness.
It's the best thing I've done today.
It is. What is it? For me, it's 2:07 a.m.
Yep. Yeah. 1 a.m. for me. Best thing I've done today is.
Thank you. That's a little bit hurtful.
I mean, that's saying I ate a bowl of spaghetti, so.
I'm better than spaghetti. Thanks.
Cold spaghetti. It was cold.
Why? Why didn't you heat it up? It doesn't take long to heat it up.
I didn't feel like it, Christian.
Oh. Damn.
Sometimes I just don't have time for these things.
That's depressing. Well, I actually had a question for you.
Okay.
So, it's been a while since I've released my short film called Join Us, available on Amazon Prime. Have you seen it?
Join Us? I've seen Us.
So that's a no for you haven't seen my short film.
No, is it free?
It's free for Prime members, yeah.
Oh, well, I'm a Prime member. Look at that.
Well, I'm a little bit disappointed.
Screw this episode. We'll just react to it. I'll do live reaction.
Honestly, it's 6 minutes. It's not very long.
Yeah. Let's just replace the top 10 list.
Okay. All right. So I guess we're not gonna do the top 10 list.
Yeah.
I do want to play the thingy though. Actually, no. Fuck it. Whatever. I'm not gonna do it. So,
what is it called?
Join Us. I wonder if
I can. Oh,
dude, you got to share your screen.
Well, I'm not signed in right now. 1 second.
Oh my good God.
I'm not going to share my screen
Well,
for the sign
while we wait for Evan to do this, let's cue up the intro.
Oh, watch party. Oh, goodness.
We don't need that right now. Zoom is the watch party. Are you done?
Are you done?
I'm done. You can take control of the thingy.
Okay, let me set it up. You ready to see my live reaction to Join Us?
Live reaction with the director and writer himself. Wow, Evan, you should feel.
Yeah.
You should feel great. Is this playing? Is the volume up?
It is playing. Yeah. Oh, dude, the volume's up for me. Oh, it's not playing.
Is it because we're doing a screen share?
It's because we're doing a screen share.
God damn.
So, let me stop sharing. There is a thing.
Okay, then just share your audio then. Just do share computer sound.
Okay.
Now is it playing?
Yeah. I'm going to restart it.
Okay.
And this right here is when I stop is when you're going to sync it, okay?
All right.
Yeah, dude. It was like on max volume for me. Turned it down.
No, dude, leave it up. No, like, trust me, leave it up. Turn it all the way up.
Did you do a day to night for this first shot?
Would you just fucking watch it and then later we can talk about it?
Okay.
I want you to experience it.
Are those stars real?
What the fuck did I just say?
Written and directed by
Me.
Christian Raitt.
Fuck yeah.
You misspelled your name.
Shut the fuck up. I did not. See, there's some quiet moments. You gotta turn that volume up.
I'm okay.
No, dude.
I don't want my ears blasted.
No, dude, crank it up.
Wow. A lot of time passed. Oh, wow. Wait, what? Did time just go backwards?
With great power have my children. I am not in danger, sir. I pass you every day.
Okay, I have 2 questions now.
Well, you gotta finish watching it.
The most unsettling thing I've seen so far. Oh wait, 1 second. The door's opening. Dude, you got me. You scared me at least once. You got me once. So. Dude, how loud is this gonna be when he jumps out? Okay. It's over. All right, it's the credits now.
I worked hard on the credits too, by the way.
I'm not skipping them.
Oh, okay. Maybe it's like Marvel where they add a little something extra at the end. Maybe, you don't know.
So, was the first shot a day to night?
Yes, it was a day for night.
Okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't that noticeable. I feel like if I didn't know what a day to night was, then I wouldn't have noticed.
Okay.
Like the stars looked pretty good.
Thank you.
The second one was, what'd you do? So when she flipped through the channels, right? I noticed that every time she flipped through a channel, the screen got brighter.
Yeah.
What'd you do for that?
So, if you go watch the VFX side by side, and the behind the scenes video that's on YouTube, you can see that I set up the TV. The TV was unplugged, no power in the TV. TV was never on, and I set up a light right on top of it that has a dimmer on it, and every time, so I told Esther, who is the lead actress in this, I told her that, so whenever you want the like channel to change, like do a hard like down motion like this. And I was behind the light, like flickering it, making it look like the TV was on. And whenever she did a hard down motion, I would just like crank it up and then go to flickering and then crank it up and then go to flickering and crank it up. So that's how I did the TV without actually having the TV on.
Okay. So it did not go back in time. I just couldn't read the clock.
Yeah, it wasn't. There wasn't a
okay,
big...
I think one of the most cursed things in this whole entire movie was when she first opened the fridge and there's one single cupcake, not even on a plate or anything, just sitting in the middle of the fridge, not even wrapped up. That's cursed, okay? Because I feel like that just doesn't happen. I want to rewatch these special effects.
There are a few effects that I'll bet you $100 you'll never notice that they're actual effects.
Special effects or practical?
Visual effects, like editing work. That I'll bet you $300 you wouldn't tell which is an editing effect.
What do you mean by editing effect? Like a cut or like...
No, like something that looks like it's real, but it's not. Not cutting or like fading out. You're not sharing anymore.
For that last shot, I know. For that last shot, did you move the table or did you edit the table out?
No, I moved the table.
Okay.
So for the clock, for the time changing, so we filmed this in Santa Cruz. I'm
gonna assume the clock hands. Are the clock hands edited at all?
Yes, those are edited, but that's not the big one that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yes,
I didn't notice those. Like, if you didn't tell me, then I would have noticed that they look like where they're supposed to be.
Oh, because at first I did want to just like cut from like the clock turning on its own, but every time I would go to like put my hand behind the clock to actually turn the time, the clock would move. So I had to like individually cut out every arm. So the main back base plate is like the regular clock, and then I cut out the arms from another shot, and then I put that on top of the base plate, and then I just like have those change on their own. So any other things that you saw?
No, I'm looking for something that you said I wouldn't find.
Obviously, I know the blood on the wall didn't look good at all. I know it's not very good. But for the opening dolly in shot for like the opening credits, I did a day for night shot for two reasons. One of the reasons is that
you did some sort of day for night for inside the cover too, because to make it look like it's nighttime in the cupboard, or like the lights off in the cupboard. Yeah, you turned the brightness way down.
Yeah, I did.
I didn't know. Like, I had to look at it after the fact, but yeah.
Okay, here's a question for you. How can I ask this question without giving it away? Do you notice anything about the pantry? Like, look at the shot of the pantry and tell me if you like notice anything.
Like the shot inside of the pantry?
Yeah.
No, it looks, besides the darkening of it, no.
Okay. So.
Oh, wait.
So.
Is it not the same pantry?
What do you mean? So when we were filming this,
that's not the same pantry in the outside shot to the inside shot of the pantry. Like, the stuff in it is different.
Yes. So when we were filming
it must be a different pantry.
When we were filming this, we started filming at I want to say 8:00 at night, and then we finished filming at 3:00 in the morning, and I think a week prior to when we filmed this, I had my gallbladder removed, and I was in a lot of pain, and my back was hurting a lot, and I filmed this whole thing after surgery, and I was very exhausted and very tired, and my brain wasn't working. And when we were there on set, I was supposed to get a shot of the inside of the pantry, but there was supposed to be the silhouette of her standing in the doorway, but I completely forgot to fucking get that shot. I didn't think about it. So I had to film another pantry because I didn't have the shot at all. So what I did was, I don't know if you recognize that pantry, but that's my pantry.
Oh, you mirrored it, didn't you?
Sort of. Yes, but no.
So I thought it looked like your pantry at first, but then I know your pantry doesn't have a left side to it.
So what I did for that, because I realized that if I just film like my pantry, people are gonna know that it's my pantry. For those people that have watched this and have like been in my house and like know my pantry and shit like that, I think they would know that it's, you know, obviously my pantry, and it would take them out of the experience of watching.
I'm assuming what you did is you flipped the image, but before you flipped it, so first of all, you kept the center the same. You took the right side and kept that there, and then you flipped the right side onto the left side, but you changed what was on the right side when you flipped it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I like shuffled around some stuff to make it look like a different thing, and then I flipped it, and then I made the edge like line up with the other support. Because if you look closely at it, you can see the same exact shit that's on that side. It's on that side and it's on the other side. Same stuff, and some little things are in the exact same spot. But I thought that would look better than just actually like mirroring it, because it would look just too distracting.
Yeah, I mean, it's such a quick shot anyways that there's no way anyone would catch that. I mean, besides your family, I think I've been in your pantry the most, and I had no clue. So
I think I did a good one on that shot.
Let me see what this monster looks like again. I want to stop on the monster.
What did you think of the sounds for the whole thing?
I thought they were pretty good. So it was very quiet a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, wasn't too much of an issue. What? Oh, okay. That's just part of the costume. So obviously the head, right, is an effect. An
effect?
Is the whole thing an effect? The monster.
What do you mean is the whole thing an effect? Like, be a little more specific in your question.
Is the whole thing like CGI, or is just the head and like the rest is a costume?
The whole thing is real. It's a guy in a mask.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
the mouth?
I made the mouth move, and I added like stretching things in the mouth, and I took if you look at his chest or his stomach, I think it might be his chest. There's a chunk taken out of his chest, and I put like blood and guts and shit.
Okay.
So it's mostly real, but I just like added a little bit of visual effects onto him. But
I think the choice in sounds for the TV switching.
What?
I'm listening to what you played, because you specifically chose the sounds for the TV, right? So
I specifically chose the sounds for everything.
I thought the sound effects were good. I'm trying to guess what all these different things are.
So
With great power comes great responsibility, right? That's Spider-Man, or that's some super. I forget. Yeah, that's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's
okay. Spider-Man. You love Spider-Man.
I mean, yes, I would.
My Children, is that what The Walking Dead?
Yeah, that's The Walking Dead.
Okay. Boom, boom. What is that from? Because I've heard that before.
That's from Us, Jordan Peele's Us.
Oh, okay.
Because I watched that, and the music from that like was a big motivator for me for the sound in this, and for just like making the whole short.
So that book that you had in the very beginning, I've seen that book everywhere.
What do you mean everywhere?
I don't
like in movies.
No. But like in my life, I don't remember who, but I've definitely met multiple people that have had that book somewhere in their house.
Yeah. I didn't want that book to be the book that she was reading, but I was kind of rushed and I couldn't pick a good book, and that was the closest book I could find that met like the mood I wanted to go for. I wanted a different book. I wanted a book about family and stuff, but I couldn't find a book in time. But about the audio, what portion of the audio do you think is recorded on set versus recorded after the fact?
Record, what do you mean? So
Like Foley.
I think the clock switching is Foley. It kind of
Yes.
sounds like a lighter being opened but slowed way down.
You could have some really good ears. That's exactly what that is. It's the sound of like a blade like scraping up, and then the snap is the lighter like, so it's a, but then with an echo on it so that it drags on.
Okay.
But that was pretty good. I didn't think anybody would get that.
Obviously, there's like the low rumbling. That's probably just either an effect or someone breathing. All the TV effects are done after. The clock sound could be there if it was a loud clock, but I don't know.
For which,
it could also be added
for like the opening, for the when she's like sitting
well,
on
I'm
the
looking
couch?
at the one after she was sitting at the TV, right? So when she looks over her shoulder, the clock could be sitting next to her, or you could have recorded a clock. Obviously, the ding dong I don't think is there, but the clock itself could be.
So what makes you think that?
It just sounds very realistic. It sounds like it's, well,
It sounds like it's in the space. It's in the room.
kind of the fridge opening. That sounds like the fridge is opening. The actual fridge sounds you probably put in post, but I'm assuming you just got the sound. You just stuck a microphone close to the fridge to get that sound,
I did do that. Okay, so
and then put it
every single
in
sound,
post.
everything that you're hearing was recorded after. None of it was recorded like on the day, and none of the sounds were actually recorded there. So I'm not like recording the real footsteps.
Oh, so
of that
it's all
location.
Foley.
Yeah, it's 100% Foley. Even the clock, the subtle like ticking in the back, that's like I recorded the sound of a clock ticking, but for every time that the camera angle would change, I would change the pan of left and right, and for like stereo audio, I would make it sound like it's more to your like right, or more to your left, or more behind you, or more like underneath and in front of you. And I think doing that like really makes a sound like stick to its environment. Like it almost sounds like it's like in a real place, you know?
Where's her family? Does she not have a family? Her kids moved out, just no husband, something like that.
So I'm not at liberty to discuss what happened to her family, but I can confirm that on that day, she is by herself.
Oh, okay. I'm assuming it's going to be answered. Everything answered in the sequel.
I cannot say anything about that question.
Okay.
But what did you think about the like very opening thing with like the credits and stuff? The song.
The opening credits?
Yeah.
Let me listen to it again. Like the join us? That opening credit, or like the whole scene where it walks forward?
No, just the like the just with the house.
Like just the sound of the house, or like just the sound, or do you want me to critique the whole thing?
You can critique the whole thing, but specifically,
How'd you get it smooth? You use some sort of because I know you don't have an electric gimbal, so
for that shot, so that was the very last thing.
Did
that
you get
we
like
filmed.
some sort of like manual steady? What are they called?
Like those rigs that you like attach to your body and then have those arms.
Well, not like the whole arm, but I know like you just have the ones you hold and it has the long stick with the weights at the bottom.
So I did not use that. That shot is actually handheld. But so that was the very last shot that we recorded. Like we were all packed up. We all were like in our cars driving away, and I was like, "Oh shit, wait, I got to get this last thing." And I took the camera and I told Michael, who I credited as the producer, I told him to get in my car, and I popped the trunk open. I sat in the trunk. And I was holding
backwards.
it. Yeah.
Okay.
I told him back up slowly, and he was very inconsistent with the fucking speed. And I told him just back up slowly, smoothly, in like a consistent speed. And he was like braking and like speeding up, and it was fucking annoying. I think we did it like 3 times because he just kept fucking it up. So I stabilized it, but like I tried to hold the camera like with my arms like bouncing like this a little bit to like counteract the movement. But yeah, it's handheld, and I used a car as like a very long dolly track. But yeah, I just used the built-in stabilizer in Final Cut, and yeah, that was that. But what do you think of the whole thing? I know it's not very good.
I think it's good.
Oh, thank you. My next project that I'm gonna film is definitely going to be longer than 6 minutes. 6 minutes was very short. But I mean, in my defense, it is a short film. It's just that was very, very short. So Evan, we're at 42 minutes now.
I know. We'll have to do the other stuff another time. This episode's a little different, apparently. But
Yeah,
I thought it was still good.
I didn't think we were gonna talk about it for this long, but I guess we did. Well, let me fucking
That is my review of Christian's short film.
Thanks. I'm gonna
Watch
everything,
it on Amazon through Amazon Prime.
Wow. Thanks. I got a nice plug from you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna every single word you said about my short film, I'm gonna like type it out and then like send it out as a review on Amazon.
All the words?
Every word. It's gonna be
Okay.
like 3 pages long. Okay, well, I guess that's it. I guess we're done.